I mowed along this road ditch and fed all that grass to my cows, but I mowed around this milkweed. I saved it for the bees so you can get the pollen and stuff. As you can see right there's a bumblebee, there's another bumblebee, there's another one over there. Well, it's flying around. But anyways, yeah, I left this for the bees and I left this for the monarch caterpillars. Whenever I see this in the road ditch that I'm mowing, I try and mow around it and leave it for the nature, for the bees and the monarch butterflies. Well, look at there, everybody. There's my first tomato setting on. And there's a second one right there. And there's a third one right there. I think these are Roma tomatoes. So that's good. I'm starting to get some tomatoes already. Here's one of my favorite suppers. Pork chop, fried potatoes with onion, and baked beans. Hey everybody. I'm out here in my garden working in the rain. I got the grass or weeds or whatever, it's basically grass, pulled between two sections or two rows, and I have two more to do. I'm gonna flip this camera around. I putting some mulch down. What it is some old rye bales. I baled some rye for a guy and I got some of the bales from him, and anyways, they laid around and rotted. I just had them for bedding and I didn't use them all for bedding for the pigs, and they were wet and literally falling apart. So anyhow, I'm up here putting them down in between these between these two rows of tomatoes and my cabbage that I did get weeded yesterday. So I'll flip this camera around. There it is. Here's the rows that need weeded yet. You see all that grass? Thank goodness for that weed barrier around my tomatoes. So I'm not pulling them out. I just got to get all that grass removed between these rows. My tomatoes are doing great. Here's where I did get the weeds pulled. I put some cardboard, had some corrugated boxes from some shipments we got in, and I unfolded them, laid them down in that first section, and then I started putting this mulch on the rest of this. You can see my cabbage is doing well. But yeah, anyhow, there's a box I laid there. There's some pepper plants right there. But yeah, I'm out here working in the rain. I got another I got my skid loader right there. Penny's in there with me. I get another bucket load of this mulch and try and get it laid right here in between those peppers and these cabbages and tomatoes. Well, guys, work's never done. You gotta do what you can do when you can do it, I guess. Anyhow, I have a prayer service to go to this early evening, and so I gotta get this done. I got some cheese I gotta get made today, and making some butter as well. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll see y'all later, and don't forget I love you. Bye.